Jays fans, the boys are back, and they're back to winning ball games. I said it at the end of the last video, which was, 5 days ago, something like that. And I said, look, am I pissy they've lost 3 of 4 to the White Sox and the Athletics? You're damn right I am. Who wouldn't be? However, I also said, take this time off and hit that reset button and hit the ground running because you have a tough stretch right out of the break. Well, the fellas came out today and had their swinging shoes on early. Dropped a 4-piece in the second inning. Would have loved to see them expand on it, but they don't need to because Bassitt and the bullpen do a job. And they shut out the San Francisco Giants 4-0 to start this weekend 3-game set, which is already sold out. Nah, I love baseball. I will be there Tuesday for the Jays and Yankees series. I can't freaking wait. But let's break this down. Because Chris Bassitt, look, he went 6 1/3 shutout, and we're all like, wow, an unbelievable performance. And look, 6 1/3 shutout, you got to tip your cap to the guy, of course. But I think he would be the first one to tell you that he probably didn't feel the greatest out there. He had allowed 10 hits today, right? 10 hits is not great over 6 1/3. However, he battled, made pitches when he needed to. That's the Chris Bassitt special, right? He'll give up his hits here and there, but he'll get the ground ball double play when he needed to. And I believe in the first 2 innings, he got ground ball double plays, which were massive, which led to the bottom half of the second inning, where it starts with an Addison Barger infield single and a Kirky soft ground ball single to left field. You have 2 on and nobody out for Joey Loperfido, who before the break had been putting some really good ABs together, and he's been doing outstanding. What does he do? Drives her down the right field line for a double, right? Past the diving first baseman, who was it, Dom Smith? I can't remember who it was at first base. I think it was Dom Smith. And in comes Addison Barger. It's 1-0 Blue Jays. Kirky to third, Loperfido at second. You got second and third now with still nobody out. With a chance to build on this lead, you got a 1-0 advantage to keep going. Ernie Clement grounds out in the infield. Yeah, there's one out now. Still second and third. Will Wagner then comes up and rips one. A line drive double down the right field line. In comes Loperfido. In comes Kirky. And Will Wagner with a 2-run double. And as I said in my TikTok, by the way, check out the TikTok page down below. Also, if you haven't hit the subscribe button on the YouTube, it would mean a lot. I can't wait for this home stretch for you guys. It's going to be so fun to talk about this team. But I said in the TikTok video how the Jays have just called dudes up and they've made impacts. Like we talked about Davis Schneider on, he came up and we all didn't think we'd ever see Davis Schneider again, right? And then you see the numbers that he's had since he's been recalled from the minor leagues, and we're like, wait, what? And is he not on the roster right now? There he is, Davis Schneider. Now the numbers are, he does 780 OPS. He's got 5 homers. I think he got 1 when he got called back up. All of a sudden, Davis Schneider's got some pop off the bench as a right-handed bat against the lefty. Well, that's crazy. Joey Loperfido's been down to the minor leagues all season long, and he's been swinging well, but we know what we saw last year, and we're like, we don't know. Now, not saying it's sustainable for him, but since he's come up, again, he's hitting .412 with a .474 on base. He had a double, a single, and a walk today. Over 1,000 OPS in the 6 games he's played. Not saying it's going to sustain, but they're making impacts. And Will Wagner, for God's sakes, I think did he start the year with the team? Or was he hurt? Oh, I can't remember if he started. He played in April, yeah. And I think he was pretty rough in April. He didn't get a whole lot of anything out of Will Wagner. And all of a sudden goes out there today, goes 1 for 2, drives in 2 runs, scores a run, and walks once. It's just a constant thing. They're finding dudes that make an impact. Now, would you love to see the Bows and Vladdies not go 0 for 6 with a strikeout? Yeah. Yes, please. But for the time being, it's a beautiful sight. The Jays offense the rest of the way doesn't get squat going. They had hits, couldn't drive in any more runs. They also didn't need to. They win the game 4-0, 4 runs on 10 hits, only struck out twice in the ball game, walked 3 times. It's this team's mantra. They don't strike out very much. It's really, really good to see. Key players today. Nathan, again, this is what the common theme of this team has been, is that even if you don't get a hit or you get one hit, you're doing something else. Like Nathan Lucas, 1 for 4 with an RBI single. Well, by the way, that was the fourth run. I didn't even get to that. I got too excited with the Will Wagner stuff. But he drove in a run. George Springer had 3 hits. He had 3 singles. Barger, 1 for 4, but he scored a run. Kirky, 2 for 4 and scored a run. Joey Perfito, we talked about it. 2 for 3 with a run, scored an RBI, walked once. Great stuff there. Ernie Clement, tough one. 0 for 4 today. Will Wagner, 1 for 2, scored a run, drove in 2, and also walked 1. So a great day in the office for him. And pitching-wise, it was exactly what you wanted to see. Bassitt gave you length, 6 1/3, 10 hits, 5 punch-outs, no walks, no runs. Good stuff there. Brandon Little faces 2 guys with 2 on and 1 out in an important situation. He strikes them both out. It's just what he's done all year long. Yariel Rodriguez goes out for the 8th. Goes an inning, allows a hit, strikes out 2, no problem. And Jeff Hoffman out there for the 9th just looked refreshed, strikes out the side in the clean 9th inning to pick up the W for the Blue Jays. And we move on to tomorrow. Great stuff all around. With a Yankees loss and a Red Sox loss, I don't know if I said it already, but I'm excited. With a Yankees loss and a Red Sox loss, the Jays are now 3 up on the Yankees at the top of the American League East, and 4 up on the Boston Red Sox, and 5.5 up on the Tampa Bay Rays. You're doing your job. 1 day at a time. Also a crazy thing to look at, Blue Jay fans. Where are we at now? So the Mariners are up 1-0 against the Astros. Let me just put this into perspective for you guys. If the Seattle Mariners beat the Houston Astros today, okay, the Astros will have 41 losses. Identical records to the Toronto Blue Jays. Actually, the Detroit Tigers, I believe they lost 2-0 today. I don't think they've updated their standings as of yet. Let me just confirm that real quick. Because they, hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, they did do that. That's their 5th straight loss. The Detroit Tigers only have 2 less losses than the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, why do I bring those 2 teams up? Because if for some reason the Blue Jays pass those teams, they have the best record in the American League. It's nuts what is happening to this Blue Jays team, but we are enjoying it. Ride the wave. Enjoy it because you never know. It's baseball. 1 game at a time. You did a job today. On to tomorrow, and it's going to be a tough one. The next 2 days are going to be real tough for the Blue Jays as you're facing off against their 2 best pitchers. Logan Webb, who's a freak. Like, he is incredible. 139 punch-outs, a sub-3 ERA, a whip of 1.17. He has been so good for the San Francisco Giants for years now. And Eric Lauer for the Blue Jays. Look, the numbers are great. We all get it. But it's the name Eric Lauer. We're still like, can I fully buy in? I don't know. All I know is that offense on the other side maybe isn't the greatest. Let me quickly check their offensive stats. Yeah, they're not the greatest offense. A lot of 20s. It looks like they're good at not giving up a lot of runs. But they don't score a lot. So for Eric Lauer, maybe Cook. We'll see. And the finale is on Sunday afternoon, 12:05 first pitch. By the way, tomorrow's game, it'll probably be uploaded the next day. I got a wedding to go to tomorrow, staying over at an Airbnb. You guys kind of get the gist of that. So it's going to be a long night. No video tomorrow. And with the game being a noon start, a 12:05 first pitch on Sunday, you'll probably be getting a series wrap-up at the end of that one. Robbie Ray, former Blue Jay, who's been very good for the Giants this year. 128 punch-outs in 119 innings, a 2.65 ERA, a whip of 1.05. He has been so good for the San Francisco Giants this year. And Jose Barrios gets the bump for the Blue Jays. He needs a bounce-back one after that really bad one against the Athletics to head into the All-Star break, all right? So, you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the dub today, because why would you not? Hit the like button, do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already. I will talk to you guys, Jays edition, of course. Probably Sunday after the Jays game. Jays, Giants, the 2 games of the weekend. Boys, I've said it many times, win a series. Win at least one of the next 2. And just like that, you've won 2 or 3 out of the break. You beat a team that's over 500. You beat a wild card team? No, a team that's a game and a half out of a wild card spot in the National League, but that's right there. And then you welcome in the Yankees. Do a job. 2 or 3, boys. Let's get it done. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the dub tonight. Talk to you guys then.